All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fellow Pandemonium travelers, this is Seattle Pandemonium Shutdown Day 375 by my count. It's Friday. What is this? March 18th? What is this? Ugh. So what's going on? What's going down? We've got... Well, I guess we've got Sliden Biden, Fallen Biden. I was gonna try to put together a falling down meme, but I don't wanna make Biden seem as cool as oh God, what's his name? Michael Douglas in the movie Falling Down. That's, provocative character. Biden's not that exciting. But he was leaving from, oh God, where was he? West Point? Is that what they were saying? And he's climbing stairs, and he falls down, and then he falls down again, and he falls down again, and it's fascinating. So this is the thing. Either he's incapable of mobility, or it's, and I've said this a little bit devil's advocate, but what if they do things like that on purpose? So, I mean, here's what happens is the detractors, Biden's critics, Biden's cynics, will be like, oh God, the cognitive decline, is he okay? Did he break a hip? He's old, he has graham cracker bones, President Life Alert, I think I saw. Look, at the same time, what's the media talking about? The media is talking about how Joe Biden fell down, not other things. Now, my understanding is, and this is a little bit of an intuitiveness or an intuition of mine, which is, I said this and I was rebuked, but I will kind of not double down, but I will put a pin in this. We had Vladimir Putin, who we were told had Trump on a leash for 4 years, basically mouthing off at Biden. Basically just like, oh yeah, let's do a live stream where we talk about the issues at hand. And then the Biden administration said, oh, well, I think it was Psaki said, oh, well, he's busy. He doesn't have time for talking to world leaders of other nuclear powers. Yeah, yeah, that's the issue. Come on. So, again, what I'm putting a pin in here is not, Putin is... Yeah, you can pass me if you want to. It's fine. I mean, if you want to go... How'd that work out? Yeah? You doing all right? You doing good? What I'm putting a pin in here is this was not it's possible that this is not actually real. And I want to roll back to the time Donald Trump got on Air Force One and had toilet paper stuck to his shoe. I don't think that's real. I mean, it is real that exists, but that's not the same thing as Donald Trump's a goofus and has toilet paper stuck to his shoe. Like, I didn't believe that was a real occurrence then, and I kind of don't believe that Biden falling down, climbing some stairs is real. Now, I understand that it's like, there's a face value issue of just like, well, yeah, I mean, dude's hella old. He could have very well just have fallen down multiple times. But, yeah, there's something to the statecraft and all of this stuff where I feel like if I'm gonna frame it right, why would you do this? Like, why would you pretend to have toilet paper on your shoe? Why would you pretend to fall down and be kind of quote unquote like sort of incompetent or look like a goofus? To challenge our enemies to F around and find out. If you really think that our leader is moribund and he's, his brain is turned to jello, which I understand why one would think that, because I'm pretty sure that his brain's turned to jello. Why would you do that? Well, the people around him, their brains are not jello, right? I mean, Kamala Harris is going to be our president at some point, based on how things look so far, right? But, you make it seem as though we're vulnerable, and then the hyenas and the vultures descend, and then you catch them. And you go, gotcha. So China makes a move like on Taiwan. We counter offense, which we are signaling we're not capable of doing or not willing to do. And then they take Taiwan, and then we are able to counterattack with moral, the moral high ground. Like, no, you did a bad thing, and we're just protecting the poor Taiwanese, right? And it just kind of, it's like, does that sound too crazy? Because we exist in an environment where the media has manipulated everybody into doing all kinds of things. Like, the media basically helped create, the Gulf War. Well, 1 and 2, kind of. I mean, annexing other countries isn't really cool, but Gulf War II, there's weapons of mass destruction. Media hyped everybody up and scared everybody, and now we're doing white supremacist hate crimes against Asian people, but that's not really like what happened in Atlanta, and that's not really what is happening in America. Like, most hate crimes against Asian people are being committed by black people. So are they huge Trump fans? Are major cities where a lot of Asians live, is that MAGA country? No, but the media will spin it that way and tell you that story, and people prefer a narrative to chaos. And a narrative is a story that creates order out of chaos, because the real world is chaotic. But people also like resolution. So there's sort of like, here's a villain. The villain has weaknesses. You can overcome the villain, and then there's closure, and then we solve this problem. As though if you eliminated every single aspect of whatever people are calling like white supremacy or whatever, if you eliminate every aspect of that from society, nothing bad will happen to anyone ever again. I mean, that's kind of the mentality. It's kind of like, yeah, no one will ever kill another person. No one will ever hate another person. If we can just solve white supremacy, as broad and vague a concept as that is, for a lot of people, I mean, it's intentionally vague. That's the cynicism of the whole thing. Is it's a vague concept that can mean anything from math and science to literally guys in sheets, where you're like, well, yeah, I see that, but what are you saying? You're saying literacy is white supremacy? Well, yeah, because, the English language is from England, and they dominated the world by imperialism, so therefore the English language is white supremacy. Well, I don't really want to or have the time to engage in conversations where this is what's being trafficked, is insanity. Like, 2 + 2 = 5 if you torture the shit out of the terms being used enough. You can get to 2 + 2 = 5, and anything other than acknowledging that is a system of white supremacy. If you think I am kidding, you can Google this. There's literally people trying to argue about like the mathiness of math, and that it is white supremacy to say, A plus B equals C. I'm using variables for a reason there. Like, whatever A is plus whatever B is equals whatever C is. That's an intractable trait of reality itself. And declaring it some kind of moral hazard or something is just childish nonsense. We don't have time for this. So let's go back to Biden falling down. Sliden Biden. Does that work? I don't know. You let me know in the comments. Hiding Biden, sliding Biden. He's hiding from Putin, won't do a live stream. No, I'm not saying Trump would have, but Trump would have done an interview with him or something where they film it and chit-chat, right? But them saying, we can't do it after, and also China basically saying that, America's failing and all this. Meanwhile, I see these construction bros over here just living life. They're just going about their work every day, doing their thing. Maybe the country isn't falling apart. It just seems that way because I consume too much media. But anyways, what if Biden falling down is not an accident? What if it's meant to, cement his... it sort of cements his presidency with the public. He's getting on board Air Force One, right? He's the president, and now you're laughing at him, you're mad at him, but you just watched him fall down over and over again. People were memeing him getting hit with golf balls. I think it was Donkey Kong barrels getting rolled down the stairs and tripping him up. He fell like 3 times, you know what I mean? So it's not like he just like slipped once. It's like, And so people are going to meme this, at least for all today, just in time for Saturday Night Live, by the way. So Gerald Ford helped get Chevy Chase famous, I guess, because he fell on the stairs, and Chevy Chase did like a bit about it on SNL. So history is a flat circle. So what we're going to do is a SNL bit about Joe Biden falling, which cements his presidency in the mind of the public. You might not like him, but he's the president, and that's part of what the move is. I know how that might sound. It might sound kind of crazy or like conspiratorial or something, but I do an excellent Alex Jones impersonation, okay? I am a gorilla. They're setting all this up, okay? SNL is in league with CIA and FBI and ABC, NBC, CBS. And they're coming to take your gold and take your guns. It's Friday. Buy gold, buy guns. Bye.